There are places people come from, and there are places they carry within them. For the sons and daughters of Lewoh, home is not only a land in Cameroon, it is a living identity carried across oceans, across generations, and across time. In June 2025, that identity came alive right here in Minnesota as Lewoh sons and daughters gathered from across the United States and even from Cameroon to celebrate who they are and who they are becoming.
My name is Michael Fondungala. I'm here in Minnesota. I'm a chief from Lewoh in Lebialem Division of Cameroon. All the people of Lewoh who are in the United States are coming here this weekend for our biennial conference. Every 2 years we meet, and every 2 years our fund, who is the overall king in the village in Lewoh in Cameroon, comes to the United States. So he's here with us. And to be with us this weekend. There are going to be a lot of activities we're doing, starting with welcoming him today evening, and then tomorrow we're going to have some meetings to talk about our people and things that we want to do to help them back home, and then we'll go for a boat ride. Our people will see the Mississippi that we learned about in school, and they will go down and ride on it, which will be very good and good memory for them. Then on Saturday we'll continue with deliberations in the morning. Then in the afternoon from noon to 3 o'clock we're going to have cultural displays. So that one will be good. It will all be about culture. And then later in the evening we're going to have a gala. And then on Sunday, as we do it, we'll have a barbecue to say farewell to those who are leaving and to meet with the rest of the people who have helped to make things work. So that's what this whole weekend is about. It's about culture, it's about development, and it's about meeting people and sharing that culture with our American friends.
They came from near and far, families, elders, youth, each carrying a story, a memory, a connection to Lewoh. Some had not seen each other in years. Others were meeting for the very first time, yet bound by the same roots.
Lecudem. I'm the cultural liaison officer for Lecudem, United States. Lewoh is a kingdom by itself in Lebialem, in our subdivision precisely. The school, the educational issue back home as compared to the past. In Lewoh, there were schools, nursery, primary, secondary. But because of the crisis, when the crisis cracked down, everything stopped. So our children are not going to school. So we want to see if we can carry out this fundraising, get some money in order to send our children and establish some schools back in the kingdom for our children to go to school. Then the hospital issue, now the hospital is down. We don't have the hospital, there are no medical doctors, there are no nurses. So one of the most important things that we're raising this for is also to put up the hospital to standard where children or passerbys they can go to the hospital, take some illness and get some medication.
Wonderful.
Then we also lack potable water, so we also want to improve on the high-bound water.
Okay.
Yeah, just to name a few.
The Lewoh youth, we are almost like 60 members, 60 youth, and some of them are active and non-active members. Put us in your agenda. Please do not forget about us. We are your children. And I want to use this opportunity to thank the national president who has been working so hard to bring us together. Can we give a hand of applause to this man?
Greetings to His Royal Majesty, the Atemawad of Lewoh, the chiefs, the Mafos, the notables, the Beacons, the Lecudem Bureau, flying on the right side of me, my honorable executive right here on the left side of me. I say thank you for everything you do amidst other challenges. The clergies, and the ladies and gentlemen. Current communication with the Bishop, His Lordship, Dr. Founder of Manfred Diocese, whereas that is the diocese that Lewoh or St. John Parish belongs to, has assured us that the spiritual director and the rector will be appointed in no longer time from now for the minor seminary to go operational. And in that light, he asked for few things for us to do. And I want to thank His Majesty the Atemawad of Lewoh for his intervention, and now we have a resident for the spiritual director and the rector. So I'm asking you all present here, living in any part of Cameroon, even in the cross-border countries, for students who are interested to go to the minor seminary, we know the Catholic don't have boundaries, to send students for interviews and enroll, because this year tuition will be free for the minor seminary. The 2 persons present here who pledged scholarships for 5 years. And I probably have to call their names because that is a great big deal to me. Professor Zinkel Martina, who is the President General. They pledged for 5 years. That is already established a pathway to sustainability. It makes our work a little bit lighter. And not only her, Mbe Tatabong, Atemkem Pascal, and Dr. Mrs. Atemkem, they are the second family that have pledged sustainability for 5 years.
And then a moment of honor, the presence of the fund, a symbol of heritage, authority, and continuity. His presence did not just grace the event, it reminded everyone present that no matter how far they've traveled, their traditions still walk with them. And in that moment, Minnesota was no longer just a city in America. It became an extension of Lewoh. The drums spoke. The rhythms called. The dances told stories older than memory. Culture was not performed, it was lived.
We are going to start with a scale dance, which is the dance of the green, the Chinese, the Manis, and if you are green, we encourage you to join that dance. This dance is being organized and conducted by Cameroon.
And every step, every moment, every song carried meaning. A reminder to the younger generation that identity is not something they inherit once. It is something they must keep alive. In the colors, the attire, the language, a people stood, refusing to forget who they are. A chance to see not just where they come from, but where they're going together.
Why is this so important to you?
I think it's something that is very, very important to us. We are a people who are very attached to their customs and tradition, and that's why we'll always be there when our people invite us to come and sit and look for means to strategize and take the fandom to further height and to settle issues and teach our people the things that they are supposed to do to come together and form a bond. So when the Lecudem USA invited me, I couldn't turn down the invitation. I had to be here so that I see them, I thank them, and encourage them to continue doing what they are doing.
Wonderful. What do you have to say about what you have seen here today with your people who are here in the United States, here in Minnesota? How do you see them carrying themselves out, especially in terms of the tradition?
You want to know that there are certain things I witnessed in the hall today that we hardly do them back home. That shows you how attached they are to the tradition and customs of the Lewoh people. And I'm so glad that despite the long distances that separate them from home, they are still attached to where they come from. They are still attached to their culture, their identity, and I'm so proud to be their friend and to see that they're doing well. And I want to say that I'm so happy again to see that they are blending very well in the American society. They're not only being the Lewoh people, but are also trying to bring together the practices or the cultures of the American people to form a blend so that we have a mixture of the Banwa tradition, the American culture, so we can forge ahead in this combination that makes them very unique and good to integrate in the society.
One last thing. We sometimes see majesties with very gray hair and very bearded chins. You look almost like a young person who if somebody were to meet you without your regalia, they would just say, hey, what do you have to say to the young people, to the youth, in terms of the importance for them to be a part of something like this? Because I'm very sure you have been very close to the person, your predecessor, and now you know exactly how to carry yourself as the Majesty, leading your people. What do you have to say to the young people?
I want to tell them that leadership is not age. To be a leader, you must not necessarily be an old person. We have colleagues who are less than 20 years old, 15 years old back in Cameroon. So leadership is commitment, is leading the people in the right way. It's not a question of age. And I want to thank my people for always being with me in everything that we do, because in my tradition it is said the leader is his people. You cannot lead if you don't have the people. So the leader is a representation of who his people are. So if I am what I am today, it's also because of the vibrant community, the vibrant people of Lewoh, that I am leading them, that they have made me what I am. And so I think that growing up in the palace as a prince, I was fortunate to witness all these things. So it's just very natural that I continue from the footsteps of my father, who was a great one of Lewoh, from Otavon Achenjang, blessed memory.
Okay. So as you round up and getting ready to get back to the throne or get back to Cameroon, what last word do you have for your people here?
I want to call on those who are still to join the Lecudem USA to come on board, because it is only we, the Lewoh people, in collaboration or in partnership with the government of Cameroon, that can build Lewoh, that can make Lewoh a great place, that can make Lewoh what we want it to be. So for those who are still there lagging behind and who are not participating enough, we say come on board, come and join your folks, so that we can forge the development, so we can revamp, because we, as you know, we are coming from a long crisis. For the past 7-8 years, our people have been dealing with a lot of damages, trauma, and all adverse effects of war. So it is time to rebuild. It is time to take the challenge, take the baton of command, and help those of our parents who are still back in the village. Give them potable water, electricity, and everything, basic necessity, opening of schools, health facilities, so they can feel comfortable just like they were feeling before the outbreak of the crisis. So I want to continue pleading with our people to come and help us rebuild the world.
Thank you so much, Your Majesty.
What does it mean to belong when one is far from home? It means carrying roots with dignity. It means teaching children not just where they live, but where they come from. It means building bridges between generations so that identity is not lost, but strengthened. This gathering was not the end, it was a beginning. A reminder that the strength of Lewoh lives in its people wherever they may be. To every son and daughter of Lewoh, your place is here. Your voice matters. Your presence matters. The call is clear. Come, be part of the story. Come, be part of the legacy. Because no matter where life takes them, Lewoh lives in them.
Please explain to your people, what are you carrying?
Okay, the Lebialem culture, the Lebialem dance is a warrior dance.
Yeah.
So when we dance the dance, we have a sword, which is for fighting, and then we have either the hostel, or this one is mine that I made, but we typically carry the hostel, which shows strength and power. Okay, if you see when our chiefs are moving, they always move with the hostel, which is that symbol of royalty and power. But when we dance with the sword, because we're going to war. If you see the Lebialem dance is very hectic. You have to be moving your legs and you're moving forward.
Like warriors.
Like a warrior. There you go. So that's the significance of why we hold the sword.
Does the sword have to be in any kind of shape, form, or...
No, it doesn't have to be. If you see the ones in the villages, they've been so old that maybe they're even broken. And sometimes we even just hold sticks because you don't want to hold something. But that's the significance of why we hold the sword.
Do you want to pull out the sword from its scabbard? Wow.
So this is it. But it's mostly those blonde ones. The only part that is really sharp is this tip. And then when we dance, we always kind of hold it up. So you're not if you're going to be dancing and going forward like this, you have to make sure people are not there. Right.
I have not seen so many swords in my life. And I saw this. I was scared as the man. Am I safe?
No, you're safe.
But overall, what do you make of today's event, the cultural display?
I think it was very successful. For the first time, we were trying something different. You know, most organizations, when they do a cultural evening, it's always on a Friday. And when you look at it, what do we see? It's mostly us. We've seen this thing for too long, so we don't need to be the ones seeing it. So we decided to move it to Saturday in the afternoon to attract our American friends and other people from other cultures, because they are the ones that need to be the audience. We know how to dance this dance. We've danced it for so long. So I am grateful that we did that, because we had some of our American friends show up. If we did it like we used to do on Friday, we would not start until 9 p.m. And then nobody's there. Those who come at 7, when we say it's 7 o'clock, they will come and go because nothing has started. So I think it's been very successful, and I'm hoping that going forward we'll adopt this same format where we do the culture in the afternoon, so that our American friends can do some meetings on Friday and some other things, right?
Something very spectacular happened and I'm very sure you will remember when I mentioned. It had to take you to come from your seat and do some communication with the drummist.
Right. So you see,
for them to get it right.
People don't understand that these drums have sounds that go with certain dances. Okay, we had to sit there for a while to make sure that they got it right before we dance, and then go take the phone. Because if it's not even right, the phone may not get out. So they have their own rhythms, there are different rhythms, and if you get a drummer who does not know how to play it, and then these things send messages.
It's a communicator.
Oh yes. Remember, the first mode of communication in Africa was the drums. That's what the community used to summon people, and people hearing the sound will know what is happening. Okay. So, and then sometimes enemies may use the drum to even send messages. So it's not anybody who plays that drum. You have to be somebody who is well in the community. People know him, and then you're not coming here to send some message. That's why we have to stand there and make sure that we're getting the rhythm correct. So it's very important, and that's something that we're going to, if we don't really harness, we're going to lose. If you see here in Minnesota, we don't have a drummer. So our drummer came all the way from Maryland. So it's something that we need to get the young people involved in, to start learning. Most of these people are playing are people who grew up in the palaces. Because a lot of these drums were in the palaces, and they used to play this every weekend or Friday night. And so the young people were growing up learning. But as we're going away from the villages, that talent is being lost. And so we have to work to cultivate new talent on how to beat these drums and what sounds they have to mirror. So that's why we have to stand there for a while and make sure it's right.
The nail on the head. One message to your people.
I just want to thank everybody who came. Again, praise them for the effort that they made. You see, we pulled one thing. Remember that the juju that came, the tall juju? Okay. So back home we had those jujus, but a lot of people will be surprised that there are people who do still dancing, which is similar to what we do. And if you can work with them and orient them and get them dressed, we can replicate those things from back home. So that's what we did here, and it was one of the surprises we had for the group, because they've never done this before, they've never seen it. And so we pulled that one. I want to thank the group for doing that, all the practices and things that went through here to get this right. And I think we pulled it off.
Georgia. I'm 22, and I'm actually here today because my mom, her coworker Marilyn, helped organize this and is Cameroonian. But I was particularly interested because a year ago I spent a semester in Cameroon, mostly in Yaoundé, but also I lived in Batufam for 2 weeks and I traveled around a little bit. Kribi, Fumba, Bafoussam. So it's really cool to be here again and have a little bit of Cameroon in Minnesota. I think it's really important to have this connection. One thing I learned in Cameroon was how important culture is, and like dance and music and having these cultural celebrations and food. So that really stood out to me. So it's cool to have that for people that are no longer living in Cameroon and, you know, maintain that culture, especially for younger people and children. It's really cool to learn and to appreciate. And for me, I'm not Cameroonian, but it's cool to be here and to learn a little bit about a different area as well. Come to these events. It's really cool. Cameroonian culture is really interesting and beautiful, and come and learn, I would say.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's it. And here with me is an elder sister, an auntie. All the way she has crossed oceans, and she said she has to be here. Now she's going to tell us everything we need to know about this big time convention.
Thank you so very much for this wonderful opportunity. I am called Professor Zinke Martina, the General President of Lecudem, all the way from Cameroon. And I think this is particularly important for me as the General President to be here. It is an honor, and I thank the organizers for giving me the opportunity to be here live, to talk to them, to tell them what is going on the ground back home. I think I started by saying that the crisis back home have actually caused a lot of damage to us in terms of education, the health facilities, the roads, electricity, and our own personal compounds, because they are all hanging out there in the bushes. So many of them who are here too are also displaced people because of the crisis. And so we are not going to fold our arms to sit and look. We have to rebuild, because after every war, after every destruction, there is need for reconstruction. And that is why we are here, to see how we can reconstruct and make Lewoh our pride again.
I know that culture is one of the things that you promote as people of Lewoh. Why is that so important to bring that culture here, and what should people who are in the United States keep doing to keep that culture going?
Thank you so very much for that important question. We always say that our culture is our pride and is our roots. And so if the children that are being delivered here, who are growing up here, if we don't bring this culture back here, our children might not be able to uphold our culture and our tradition. So bringing it here as we are doing is giving the children an opportunity to learn these cultures. I am happy I see some of them dressed in our regalia, because sometimes some children out here will not want to dress in these cultural dresses, in these traditional dresses. And so one of the most important things is to hand over our culture, our tradition to our children.
Lewoh, hoye! Wonderful, 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 wonderful sister. Nice to see you in Minnesota.
Same here.
Wonderful. How are you feeling today?
I'm so excited. I'm so privileged to be here. This is my first time in Minnesota.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
How do you enjoy the place?
It's good. It's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So tell us who you are.
My name is Grace Ngolefe, a princess, the daughter of the founder of Lewoh.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Of this phone?
Yes.
You're the daughter?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, as I said, the daughter of the son of Lewoh from Maryland, the DMV chapter.
Yeah.
We drove to this place. That took us about 18 hours to get here. We got here yesterday, and I'm so excited to be here.
What do you make of what you've seen here today? Cultural display of. Can you say your people? Because now you belong to the palace. Can you say your people are holding it up?
I'm so proud of my people. I'm so proud of them. The display that they did here there was so wonderful. I did participate in 3 of the dances.
I saw you.
Yeah, so that is so interesting. I needed to represent my people, and I'm so grateful that my people came in and went out. I'm so excited for what they did. I'm hoping that next time we'll improve, we'll do better, and we'll learn from our mistakes, and we'll move forward.
What do you have to say to the sisters around, the Lewoh daughters who are around here? What do you have to say to them in terms of this community?
I will encourage them that they should come and belong to the community. As my father always says, don't ask what the community have done for you, but what you have done for Lewoh. So we always try to encourage others to come in, whether giving them suggestions on what we are doing, how we have to build the community, what the community needs. And like in Maryland that we come from, sometimes we had members that are not even from Lewoh, but they decided to join us. So we try to encourage everybody, whether you're from Lewoh or not, we encourage everybody to join us, and so that we can move the culture forward, the community forward.
In Afrisota, we believe in what we call Ubuntu. Ubuntu means I am because we are. It's all about community. And I see you gathering here today. One of the strongest reasons you're gathering here is because you want to give back to your community.
Right, yeah.
How important is that?
It is very, very important because of the crisis that we are having back home. It's been going on for so many years now. So we're trying to come together to see how we can improve the life of our people back home. Because at this point like this, they're in really, really difficulties and hardship. So for us coming together, unite and raise money to help them, it will help to increase longevity and will increase lifespans in the life of our people back home. So for us now to be able to do that, we have to stand as one, because together we stand and divided we fall. So we want to try to all come, incorporate everybody so we can stand at one and try to move forward. With the help of the Almighty, we'll be able to do more things.
Thank you so much, sister. There's more in store for you tonight.
Definitely.
Let's begin from the heart. Tell me, what are you carrying on your head?
This is a traditional cap, coupled with bead and the porcupine stone.
Yeah.
Yes. So
what does that signify?
In my tradition, this porcupine, when you look at the porcupine with those kind of tongues, it shows that there is no animal in the forest that can come closer to it, because if you come, they will pierce you and you will run away.
Okay.
So this is exactly what it signifies.
Wonderful.
And it shows how the kind of force that you have. Protect, not protecting myself,
yes,
but protecting your community.
Sure, that's exactly what we're talking
protecting
about.
Your community.
Yeah.
Right.
Wonderful.
I'm the international Francis Nkweta. I'm the Vice President General for Lecudem.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. So organizing this whole convention, how was it for you?
Oh, it's quite beautiful. We had held a lot of planning meetings before getting to this level.
Okay. And now that you were behind all this organizing, inviting the Majesty from Cameroon, all the way from Cameroon.
Yes.
Do you feel like your expectations are being met?
Sure, because we wanted him to be part of the discussion on how we have to reconstruct the wall that has been for over 8 years without any active activity because of some internal crisis we have back home. Yeah.
And from what you have seen here today, your meeting went in the afternoon. Hopefully it went very well. And I'm sure you have discussed something very important that you want to do with Lewoh particularly. What are some of the highlights, important things that you want the Lewoh people who are listening to you here now? What are some of the things you'd like to tell them?
The first thing is you must have hope in life. After all this long time of no activity, and we think it is good, we join with hands in the reconstruction of the community in terms of rebuilding the damaged structures right from individual homes. People abandon their homes and go to other parts of the country for over 8 years today. And the whole place is almost like a forest, and the government too is already carrying out projects, and we need to also join our efforts to get some development projects to make the place more habitable than ever before. Make sure that the children go to school,
yes,
and plan better for their future.
And today was also a day of cultural display. Yes. Would you say you are happy with what transpired here today?
We are, because culture seems to be shifting now to the Western world, especially during this period that there have been very low activities in the community. You see how people have been so happy receiving His Majesty the Fund and being together with him, dancing with him, and all that goes in order to make culture a rich one.
Hello, sister.
Hello.
We are beautiful as you look. Eh?
Oh, thank you very much.
How are you doing today?
I'm grateful. I'm so grateful.
Wonderful. Are you also traveling from Maryland?
Yeah, we took the road trip.
Did you enjoy the drive?
It was very nice.
Okay.
Yeah, we drove for about 16 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, from Maryland to Minnesota.
Wonderful.
Just to attend this convention for Lewoh.
That is how important it is to you.
Very, very important.
Right.
I am so happy that we are all here to support Lewoh.
Yes.
My community where I come from. Due to the war in Cameroon, my area where I come from was so involved in this war, and there was a lot of displacement. The people were displaced. The schools were all burned down. Most of the houses were burned down. So right now in the village, it's really, really scanty. So you don't have a lot of people, a lot of nice buildings that we had. The schools are all destroyed. The grass, the houses, the remnants have turned into forests. So we are now trying to rebuild the wall, and that's the main reason why we came here, to raise funds so we can revive the wall. We can bring back our schools, rebuild our homes, so our people can start coming back, because they were displaced to other areas. And when they went there, life was so hard for them, because when you leave your own home and go to somewhere, you trying to live with other people, life is hard. You're trying to send your kids to school, it's very difficult. So we're trying to do some of these small projects, carrying out this convention to raise funds so we can channel the money back home so they can start this project. Right now, last 2 years we had a convention in Maryland. We raised funds. That funds was sent to Cameroon, and they tried to send to bring back our Seat of Wisdom College. And this year the schools started again. So but it's not fully furnished for the kids, but they are trying. The school has opened. So those are some of the things. We're here to raise funds to make sure those kids go to school, because the kids, like my sister said, are the future of our new generation. I want to tell them to get involved wherever you are. Do a little thing with whatever you have to try to support each other. Be positive, be united, because if you are not united, you fall. You united, you stand. So all be united. Try to help each other. If somebody doesn't have as much as you try to support that person to get up, because if you all join, you'll be able to do bigger things for the world.